Our stick man is having a perfectly normal morning. Breakfast, coffee, he checks his phone, glances at the news, heads to work.
Freeze. In the last 4 minutes, your brain quietly made 7 decisions you have absolutely no idea about. It filtered what you saw. It changed how you felt about it. It quietly confirmed beliefs you already had and deleted the ones it didn't like. It made you slightly more afraid of the wrong things and slightly too confident about the right ones. Your brain isn't neutral. It isn't objective. And the most disturbing part? It's been doing this your entire life, and you've never noticed until right now. Welcome to Cognitive Bias, the complete set of ways your own brain is actively working against you, explained in about 10 minutes using a stick figure who has absolutely no idea what's happening to him. Bias number 1, confirmation bias. And this one is particularly sneaky because your brain makes it feel like wisdom. It acts as a bouncer. Information that confirms what it already thinks? Welcome, come on in. Information that contradicts it? Sorry, we're full. In a 1979 Stanford study, researchers gave people information about the death penalty that both supported and contradicted their existing views. People rated the supporting evidence as highly credible and the contradicting evidence as deeply flawed. Same information, completely opposite conclusions, based entirely on what they already believed. Our stickman believes his diet is working. He sees a study that says it is. Perfect. He sees a study that says it isn't. Well, that study was probably funded by Big Cereal. He didn't evaluate the evidence. He reverse-engineered a reason to keep his belief. And your brain does this hundreds of times a day, including right now, as you decide whether you agree with me. Bias number 2, the Dunning-Kruger effect. This one is the reason the internet is the way it is. In 1999, psychologists Dunning and Kruger found something extraordinary. The people who performed worst, who genuinely knew almost nothing, rated themselves as significantly above average. They weren't lying. They genuinely believed they were experts. Because here's the cruel twist. The same skills you need to be good at something are the same skills you need to recognize that you're bad at it. If you don't have them, you can't see that you don't have them. But it gets worse. The people who actually did know their stuff, they were underconfident. They assumed everyone else knew what they knew and rated themselves as below average. So your brain has built-in settings where the incompetent are overconfident and the capable are unsure, which means every time you feel completely certain about something, that's a yellow flag, not a green one. Bias number 3, negativity bias. And this is the one that ruins your evenings. Your brain does not treat positive and negative experiences equally, not even close. Research found that bad events have roughly 3 to 5 times the psychological impact of equivalent good events. Your boss gives you 4 compliments and 1 piece of criticism in a meeting. What does your brain replay on the drive home? Just the criticism, over and over, on a loop. The reason? Your ancestors. Ignoring a threat was fatal. Ignoring an opportunity was just unfortunate. So the brain that survived was the one that screamed about danger and whispered about good news. That brain is now yours. One bad day can genuinely overshadow 5 great ones. Your brain is literally built to care more about bad things. Congratulations on inheriting that. Bias number 4, the sunk cost fallacy. This one costs people years of their lives, literally. Our stickman paid £15 for a cinema ticket. The movie is terrible, truly, actively, painfully bad. Does he leave? Of course not. He already paid £15. His brain is forcing him to spend 2 more hours being miserable in order to protect money he has already lost and cannot get back. Now, scale that up. People stay in bad jobs because they've already put in 6 years. They stay in bad relationships because they've already been together a decade. They finish bad books, eat food they don't want, keep businesses running into the ground, all to protect an investment that cannot be recovered. The smarter move, in every case, is to ask only one question. If I were starting fresh today, would I choose this? If the answer is no, that's your answer, not the sunk cost. And finally, bias number 5, the one that quietly keeps everything the same forever, the status quo bias. Research showed that people systematically prefer their current situation, even when objectively better alternatives are available. Not because the current situation is better, simply because it's current. It's known. It's familiar. Change is loss-shaped. Here's the twist you didn't see coming. These 5 biases, your brain didn't develop them as flaws. It developed them as survival tools. Confirmation bias helped ancient humans commit to decisions fast. Hesitation got you eaten. Negativity bias kept your ancestors alive in a world where most unexpected things were deadly. Status quo bias prevented reckless change in environments where change usually meant danger. Your brain is not broken. It's just running ancient hardware in a modern world. The least you can do is know which software is running and when to override it. So can you stop it? Not completely, but you can interrupt it. And that's enough. Here's one move per bias. Against confirmation bias. Actively seek out the 2 best arguments against your opinion, not to change your mind, just to stress test it. Against Dunning-Kruger, replace I know with I think. It keeps your mind open. Against negativity bias, name 3 specific things that went well today, not to force positivity, to rebalance the data your brain is using to judge your life. Against sunk cost, ask only, would I choose this if I were starting today? Every single time, without exception. Against status quo bias, do one deliberately unfamiliar thing per week. Small is completely fine. Same coffee shop, different order. Same route, different turn. Each small act builds neural pathways that make novelty feel safer. Your brain is extraordinary. It processes 11 million bits of information per second, generates consciousness, keeps you breathing, and somehow also found the time to watch this video. But it's also ancient hardware, running on instincts that predate agriculture. The least you can do is know which software is running and when to override it. Our stickman, by the way, he now knows exactly what his brain is doing, and that's actually the only advantage that matters. If this changed how you think about your own brain, subscribe, because the next video goes even deeper. See you there.